Terminator Dark Fate's Rev 9 model. Now, I know it's not an exact movie review, but spoilers for the plot of Terminator Dark Fate. So if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to tell you to go see it, because you don't have to. I hate it when YouTubers do that. They tell you, go watch it and then come back. I don't think anybody will remember that after everything you're going to see in a movie at the movies. So, yeah, until you see it, don't watch this video. You can bookmark it, you can add it to your favorites. I don't care what you do. As long as you remember to watch this video after, then you can watch this. But until then, I'm sorry, I don't want to see any comments that say, you didn't say spoilers, because I technically did. So, okay, so this is an overview of the Rev 9 model Terminator. It's from a completely different AI system. It's from the Legion system. This Terminator is, it's like the TX, but it's also like T-1000. It can split its endoskeleton from its liquid metal. So I'll just read the overview on the wiki. The Rev 9 consists of a traditional solid endoskeleton, but surrounded by a skin of mimetic polyalloy, T-1000. Stuff T-1000 is made out of. It consists of a similar TX. It consists. Alright, hang on. Let me rephrase that last part. In contrast to the similar TX, the Rev 9 possesses the ability to separate these two components to separate fully autonomous Terminator units. So 2 units in one. Rather than being entirely liquid metal or mimetic polyalloy, like the T-1000, the Rev 9 is carbon-based, so it's completely carbon-based. It has a carbon-based alloy for the endoskeleton. It's most likely carbon, titanium, cobalt alloy. Carbonitis. I'm calling it carbonitis titanus cobaltus alloy. That's what I'm calling it. Just a fancy name for titanium, cobalt, carbon alloy. Or carbonite, if you want to call it that, because that's essentially what the carbonite's made of from, the Star Wars franchise. Here a quote from the guy who plays the Rev 9, Gabriel Luna. You got an endoskeleton that's carbon based, and liquid that is a carbon substance alloy. It's essentially that. I was just assuming that. Yeah, I don't remember if I said I was assuming it, but I was assuming that it's made out of a titanium, cobalt, carbon alloy. But that is carbon based and liquid. That's a carbon substance alloy. And of course I can split. And I can split I can descend on a target from multiple directions. So if you haven't seen the movie, if you're like me, then you don't really care about spoilers, so you're probably watching this through anyway. But if you haven't seen the movie, then it's very dangerous. It's very much more dangerous than any other Terminator we faced. I watched the full movie, and in one of the scenes I watched, the thing could send spikes out, and then they go back down. And it looks like it's replicating from the material. And it can also fabricate guns. It can fabricate weapons and clothing. It doesn't need to take clothes. It just fabricates them through its polymimetic alloy. It just touches them, and then it can use them. So let's move on to the characteristics. It was the Rev 9 is capable of acting human, even going so far to um to brag to a U.S. Border Patrol agent by stating that his whole body is a weapon, and even apologizes after failing in falling into someone's shield, destroying it. It also has casual demeanor when acting with others, though some robotic like behaviors can be seen. Sorry about my stuttering. I have a problem with that. It also fools humans very easily. It's showing when it walks through a metal detector and says it has gone through 2 tours in Afghanistan and has a metal hip replacement. That is a lie. It literally has metal skeletal structure. The Rev 9 is stated to be something to run away from rather than fight, due to its abilities. But essentially, the only way you can you can actually destroy this thing is with an EMP. A small burst EMP that's the only thing that can destroy it. An augmented human's power source is an EMP. It's an augmented human. I'll go into more detail on augmented humans are in my next video on Grace, an augmented human who we see in Terminator Dark Fate. But you can use this power source to destroy them. All you need to do is just stab it through here, and it will destroy them. Literally, it will melt any metal in the near vicinity. It's essentially a grenade. Okay, so let's talk about what it can do. Let's talk about what it can do to T-800s. We only see one other kind of we only see two other, I think, two other kinds of, no, a few other kinds of Terminators. We see HKs and flashbacks. We see Rev 9s, which is what I'm going over. And we see an unknown Rev model that has tentacle-like spines that come out of its back and are like spears. And then we also see these whatever they're called. We also see the T-800. That, spoiler, killed John Connor in the past. This is like a what-if scenario then. So what it can do to T-800s is it can wrap around the skin and then tear it to shreds. It's essentially like a shredder that wraps around its target. It's I don't even want to say the word because it's a cuss word, but I can't help myself. Let's move on to, okay, so I'm going to show you what the endoskeleton looks like right now. So this, I turn it to the screen as soon as it loads. Okay, this is the endoskeleton. If you notice the cranium, the cranium back here is completely hollow. It's completely hollow. That is the cranium. It's hollow in there. The CPU is most likely located somewhere back here instead of in here, like the regular Terminator processing unit. This Legion Terminator, if it went up against a T-1000, I'd bet my money on this thing. If it went up against a T-5000, I'd bet my money on this. Because of the fact it's 2-in-1, and it's essentially a Terminator killer. It's an infiltrator exterminator. It exterminates any other Terminator. I know I'm going full nerd mode right now, but I am a nerd, hence the name Geek00. But yeah, that is the That is the Rev 9. If you notice, this is it. This is it. Its endoskeleton is here, and it just fabricates all that. Alright, I don't know if you saw that properly. It just fabricates all that. That is its skin. It's mind-boggling, but it's true. Let's see what else is on this thing, on these pictures. Alright, so this is it. This is from the trailer, but if you notice, this was in the movie. This scene, it walked, and then the thing just wrapped around it. I'll have to find a scene. I'll have to find a scene that shows that scene. I'll have to find a scene on YouTube, and then a free scene that has no copyright laws against it. But when I do, I will show you what it can do, because you have to see it in order to believe it. And plus, look at the arcade. Look at the art about that, guys. Let's just say I ran out of space, so I had to delete a few other videos. But look at the architecture on the skeleton. It is more advanced than any other skeleton of a Terminator. And this is a Legion Terminator, so they must have way more advanced. This AI system, by the way, was built for cyber warfare. So that is all I have for this time, guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. Like a Hellcat.